Hey, welcome! Today, we're going to tackle a really sneaky problem that might be making your best products totally invisible to customers. It's called duplicate content, and we're going to break down exactly how you can find it and, more importantly, how to fix it for good.
So, let's just start with this big question. You've got amazing products. You've put in the work to set up your online store, but for some reason, the sales just aren't hitting the mark. Well, what if I told you that you might be, completely by accident, hiding your own stuff from the very people trying to buy it?
The main culprit here is something called duplicate content. And honestly, it's pretty simple. It's just when the exact same or even very similar text shows up on more than one page. Now, this creates a huge headache for search engines like Google, because they look at all these identical pages and they just get confused. They have no idea which one is the real one, the one they should be showing to your potential customers.
So, where does this invisible product problem actually come from? Let's dig into the specifics of how you might be creating these duplicates without even having a clue that you're doing it.
Now, when you look at this list, what's wild is that all of these things seem, well, totally normal. I mean, copying the manufacturer's description? Of course, it's fast, and they know the product. The problem is, 1,000 other sellers are doing the exact same thing. Or how about creating separate pages for a red t-shirt and a blue t-shirt? That seems organized, right? But if they both have the same description, boom, you've got duplicates. And this happens all the time if you sell on multiple marketplaces or even because of little technical glitches on your site.
Okay, so we know what causes it, but why is it actually so bad for business? Let's break down the real, tangible impact this has on your sales. Think of these as the 4 horsemen of duplicate content. First, like we said, search engines get confused, and when they're confused, they might just decide to not rank any of your pages well. Second, you're diluting your own power. Instead of having one really strong, authoritative page, you're splitting that power across 5 weak ones. Third, you're wasting a search engine's time. It's called a crawl budget, making it look at redundant pages instead of your cool new products. And last but not least, your customers can feel it. A generic, copied description just doesn't build trust. And this right here illustrates that point perfectly. On the left, you see one strong page. Every link, every share, every good signal all points to one place, making it a powerhouse. But on the right, all those same signals are scattered. They're split between 5 different pages, and none of them ever get strong enough to actually rank well. The key takeaway is simple. Consolidation is power.
So, at this point, are you feeling a little nervous that you might have this problem? Don't be. The next step is all about diagnosis, and we're going to give you a simple toolkit so you can play detective in your own store.
Here is your 4-step plan, nice and simple. First, if you use tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs, just run a site scan. They're built to find this stuff automatically. Second, check your Google Search Console. It's free and it's your best friend. The coverage report will literally point out pages Google thinks are duplicates. Third, do a little manual spot check. Go to Google and type cite.yourstore.com. Then paste a unique sentence from one of your product descriptions in quotes. If more than one page pops up, you've got them. And finally, the low-tech way. Just export your products to a spreadsheet and look for copy-pasted text.
All right, we've found the problems. Now for the most important part, the fix. Here is your 6-point action plan to clean up the mess and get your products the visibility they deserve. Step 1. This is the big one. It's the most fundamental and, honestly, the most powerful fix of all. You have got to write unique product descriptions. This is the single most important thing you can do, so let's talk about how to get it right.
So how do you do it? First things first, delete all that manufacturer text. Just get rid of it. Start fresh. And instead of listing features, talk about the benefits. How is this product going to make your customer's life better? And if you have different colors or sizes, explain the difference. Maybe the red shirt is bold and perfect for a night out, while the blue one is great for a casual weekend. And here's a pro tip. Have different people on your team write descriptions for similar products to make sure the language stays fresh and varied. Okay, next up is a slightly more technical fix, but trust me, it's a powerhouse for all those weird duplicate URLs created by filters and things. It's called a canonical tag. The best way to think about it is like you're putting up a giant neon sign for search engines that says, hey, out of all these similar pages, this is the master copy. Pay attention to this one. And this is what it looks like. Now, don't be intimidated by the code. It's just a simple one-line piece of HTML that you add to the duplicate pages. All it does is tell search engines which URL should get all the credit, all the authority, and all the ranking power. Remember how we talked about having separate pages for the red shirt, the blue shirt, and the green shirt? Well, the solution here is so clean and simple. Consolidate them.
Just put all of those options onto a single, powerful product page.
I mean, this slide just says it all, doesn't it? The before is messy, it's confusing for search engines, and frankly, it's not great for customers either. But the after, it's clean, it's simple, and it focuses all of your SEO power into one single spot. It's just a better experience all around.
Now this next part is super important. When you consolidate those pages, you can't just delete the old ones. They might have valuable links pointing to them. So you need to set up what's called a 301 redirect. It's basically a permanent forwarding address that tells both users and search engines, hey, this page has moved over here, and it passes along all of its ranking power to the new page.
You know, some pages on your site are actually useful for your customers, but you really don't need them showing up in Google search results. Think about things like internal search pages or filtered views. For these pages, you can use something called a no-index tag. It's a simple command that basically tells search engines, hey, you can look at this page, but please don't add it to your public library.
And here's the little code snippet for that. This tag, when you put it in the page's HTML, does two really smart things. The no-index part keeps it out of the search results, but the follow part tells search engines that they should still click on the links on that page to find your other important products. It's the perfect way to guide their attention where you want it to go.
All right, our final action item is fantastic because it's an automated way to keep your pages unique. You've got to encourage customer reviews. Think about it. Every single review adds new, original, keyword-rich content to your product pages. It's constantly sending signals to search engines that your page is alive, it's relevant, and it's different from all your competitors.
So we've walked through all the fixes, but this isn't just a one-time thing. Let's wrap up by talking about how to build this into a long-term strategy to protect your sales and your visibility for good.
Here it is, your takeaway checklist. Keep this somewhere handy. Make unique content your #1 priority. Use all the technical tools like canonicals and redirects. Consolidate your product variations. And crucially, make sure you perform regular audits, maybe just once a quarter, to catch any new issues before they turn into big problems.
If you only remember one thing from our entire chat today, please let it be this. A single strong page will always outperform 5 weak duplicates that are all competing with each other. You have to stop making your own pages fight for attention. Focus your energy, create one amazing, authoritative listing. That's how you win.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Your content, your descriptions, your page setup, that is your digital storefront. So, is it clean, clear, and inviting people in? Or is it messy, confusing, and hiding your best products in some back room? The choice and the power to fix it is all yours.